winning a title is a special feeling. I was very close to sign in Sailors in 2022.
But was there a bit of disappointment when the Singapore job didn't go your way?
For me, I focus in the present. I don't think about the past or future.
Our national team captain Haris Harun hasn't featured as prominently as he did under previous coaches. Is that tactical? What is the reason?
Obviously, sometimes 20 players deserve to play, but you can choose 11 players, so it's our job.
Alexander Rankovic used to say the squad size is not big enough. We're not here to talk about Alexander, we're here to talk about Jesus. What's your ideal squad size? Money FM 89.3, it's time for Sports Minutes with me, Ziaul Raushan. The Lion City Sailors have been crowned 25-26 Singapore Premier League champions with games to spare, getting the job done with a stalemate against the Stags on Sunday, 3rd May, becoming back-to-back title winners for the first time in their history. And on the show today, we have a very special guest to mark the historic occasion, Jesus Casas, head coach of the Lion City Sailors. Coach, welcome to Sports Minutes. How are you doing?
Thank you. Very good. It's a pleasure to be here, so I hope to be a great moment today.
It certainly is a great moment for you. Less than 24 hours ago, your club were crowned SPL champions. How are you feeling?
Very happy because winning a title is a special feeling, and obviously mainly for the player, for the club, for the fans, because I know there are a lot of people behind the club, and I enjoy a lot of seeing them happy.
And I saw yesterday on the touchline a moment after the match, right, when your players poured water on you. Yeah. It seems like in a short space of time, you already have quite a close bond with your boys.
Yeah, it's a joke during all the season when one player is his birthday. Mainly Lionel or Miguel the physio is the same joke, but yesterday it was for me. But I was very happy because he's confident with the player. It's a very special relation. So yeah, it's no problem.
Coach, for you personally, it's your first silverware since the Arabian Gulf Cup. Mm-hmm. Was this always minimum KPI for you when you joined the Sailors in February?
Yes, because when we arrived, Sailors at the top on the table. So obviously it was a responsibility for us to come here, and we knew that one of the main target is to win the title. So yesterday is a good day for us. It was a good day.
And you only joined in February, and here we are in May, and you have already won the title with the team, right? As a coach, what does that do to build trust with your boys?
I think it was a very simple process, okay? Because, we changed some aspect about the methodology, about the play, the model, but the player received the change very good. In all time they facilitate our job, so obviously it's different to arrive in pre-season during the season, but I think the change was good.
I want to talk about changes and all that you have planned for the Sailors in a while, but let's talk about the match. 90 minutes, 0-0, no goals, no real action, I dare say. Not a match to remember, but result important, right? What does that say about your rivals, BG Tampines Rovers?
Well, I think the Tampines is a very good club. Obviously, their numbers during the season they show. Okay, yesterday, obviously, the pitch with the artificial grass is not helpful for the play, because the play is very slowly with this kind of pitches. But I think we were a little nervous during the match, probably for the title. And Tampines in some moments was better than us. It's not problem for me to recognize it, okay? But okay, we are champions now, and now I think the next match against them, we can change some aspect, and I hope to win this season.
Let's talk about that next match, because you don't have to wait long. 17 May is when you play Tampines again. Different circumstances. But Sailors so far this season haven't beaten Tampines yet. Yeah. Lost in the Community Shield. lost in the cup, beat them in the cup final, but not over 90 minutes, drew in the league, and then yesterday drew as well, right?
Yeah.
What's the plan to beat the rivals and end the season on a high?
Let me that is secret, but we have. I know we have to change some aspects for the match, and I hope we will win with the change.
Coach, sorry, later I have to ask you for a few more of your secrets, but let's put football aside for a while. You've been in Singapore for 2-3 months now. How are you enjoying life in Singapore?
No, the life is amazing. The country is amazing. There are a lot of facilities. I enjoy with the bicycle because I love sport, but my knee is not good for play football or play paddle. The bicycle, I can spend 2 hours per day doing sport.
Wow, 2 hours per day cycling.
Yeah.
Are you listening to music or?
No, it's dangerous. You are. I know it's normal in Singapore, but if you are with the music with the bicycle, it's impossible to pay attention with the cars or another thing. That 2 hours thinking about my things, about the football, about the family, about I don't know, a lot of things. It's not a good sport for that because psychology is not enough to disconnect for the world. But okay, I need.
I can imagine you living and breathing football 2 hours a day, thinking about family, yes, but also thinking about football. And now you have your trusted team around you. Part of your backroom staff are people you've worked with before. For the benefit of the listeners, introduce some of them and tell me about their roles.
Yeah, okay. Salva Romero is one of the assistant coach. Mainly he works about the attack plan and the methodology during the training. Alejandro Varela is another assistant coach, and he prepared the defensive plan and the set pieces. Manolo is a fitness coach, and with Q and Miguel, another fitness coach in the club, prepare all this area. And David Valle is a goalkeeper coach. They were with me in Iraq. They are a very good professional, but right now we are friends too.
Wow, that's amazing to be working with friends, to be doing something you love. And from the Sailors' perspective, all hands on deck. They're giving you everything you want to succeed as well, right? We'll talk about the Sailors, but I want to talk about Singapore now. You were in the running for the Singapore job. There's a photo of you walking into certain offices with discussions as well. What was it about the Singapore job that attracted you?
I think for the national team, I was analyzed with my staff the national team. We think that they have very good players, like in Sailors, for example. And the project is amazing because I was very close to sign in Sailors in 2022. So more or less, I was following the Singapore League, or I was following the Singapore national team, and the project thing is amazing with Forest, with Badri, for example, with all the people in Federation, and it was interesting for me.
And Jesus, I have to ask you this. I know you're an experienced coach. You've managed at the highest levels. But was there a bit of disappointment when the Singapore job didn't go your way?
No, it's normal. During I left Iraq 1 year, more or less. During this time, some offers appear in my table, but sometimes for my decision, sometimes for another circumstance, and sometimes for decision from the president of federation. It's football. You have to accept all, and I understand. Gavin got a very good result. They qualified to ASEAN Camp. It's normal that Gavin continue with the national team.
Yeah, it seems like certain things happen for a reason, and then come 2026, the Sailors call you again. Jesus, do you want to take on this project? Why?
For me, I focus in the present. I don't think about the past or future, because you don't know never what is the future. Maybe we are talking, or later we're talking about the next season, and you don't know. Maybe tomorrow a problem or another situation. So it's better focusing in the present.
Yeah, and I'm sure you say that, the reality of it, but I'm sure the listeners want you to stay for as long as possible to try and push something for the Sailors. Let's talk about this. Prior to being appointed Sailors, you were Iraq national team head coach, right? Yeah. What are some key differences between managing a country and then your day-to-day with the club?
Day by day, obviously, or no, but not day by day. With to put a model game, for example, in a club is easier because you training every day. In national team, you training 4 or 5 times per year. It's easier in national team because you choose different players in each match. In a club, you have 23, 24 ex players for all season. Face by face, for the feelings, for example, in a national team is easier too because you stay with the players 10 days, 15 days, and bye-bye, and change. In a club, you stay with the players day by day. Some players don't play 3 or 4 or 5 matches. So all is all having good things and bad things are different, but we have to adapt in each situation.
Speaking of good things and bad things, your former country, Iraq, are going to be at the World Cup. You had a part to play in that. You must take a lot of pride in helping them achieve that milestone.
Yeah, obviously we are very proud for the qualification because with us, I think it was 9 wins, 9 wins, 3 draws, and 2 lose. So we were an important part from this successful, but the football is there. In the second loss, the president take a decision. We fired. No, but we are very happy mainly for the people because it's a country with a lot of bellic conflicts with bad histories. So even though the players, we have a very hard histories into the dressing room. So we are very happy for this successful.
Amazing. It really shows the power of football, right? Especially for a country like Iraq. To forget troubles and celebrate, unite for football. You talk about president. I don't want to talk about president. Are you still in touch with some of the Iraqi players?
Yeah. With the Iraqi players, with some friends from Iraq. Yeah. We are keep in touch.
Fantastic. I hope those relationships continue. Let's talk about the Sailors. You came in February, mid-season. Alexander Rankovic had led the team to the top of the table, but continental competition was tough. What sort of a squad did you walk into? Form, fitness, motivation?
No, I found a very good team with in the physical perfect because the another staff was very professional too, and the motivation. Obviously, we are focused only in the league because in Asian competition we are out. But the atmosphere into the dressing room, the physical condition, very good, no problem.
And you talk about just having to focus on the league, right? Did that help you balance winning the league, but also assessing your players and understanding who is good for you, who is not good for you?
Yeah, well, this is a problem for coaches because we have to keep balance between the focus for. I always say that the players are. He thinks in themselves, okay. And the coaches thinks about the team, about all players. But it's my job, so it's normal.
And in terms of understanding the players, understanding the group, how many % now have you understood them?
I think that the most important thing is day by day because sometimes you think one thing on Tuesday. Friday you have to change because for injuries, for feeling, for one conversation, for analyze. So I think that the most important thing is take decision every day, every moment. I hope sometimes you think that you are not fair with the players, but you have to choose one players. Obviously, sometimes 20 players deserve to play, but you can choose 11 players, so it's our job.
And Jesus, do you think your experience helps when you explain this to players who are not playing? Do you think they respect your decision because you come with so much experience?
It depends on each player. Until now, I think that the players understand our decisions, but obviously someday maybe one players won't understand the decision. But it's not my problem because I try to be fair with all players. No problem more.
And Jesus, for the benefit of the listeners, I'm going to ask quite a Singapore-centric question. Our national team captain, Haris Harun, hasn't featured as prominently as he did under previous coaches. Is that tactical? What is the reason?
Haris is a very good, important player with a long career, with a big successful, but obviously the players change during the season, during his career. But for us, it's very important because into the dressing room is very, very important. His psychology, his experience with the players, and when he played like a very good player. So obviously, I said before, we have to take decision, and in each moment you ask me for Haris, but maybe Noor. Why don't play Noor every day, or why don't play Shawal, or why don't play C? For example, he's a big player, and the last matches he was on the bench. So each player is a different situation.
Thank you for taking through some players, because if I were to go through one player one by one, we'll be here till the next match day. Have you been also keeping a lookout for the boys on loan? Because Abdul Razak had a part to play in the title going the Sailors' way. Is he going to get a chance at the club?
I don't know. Right now is we were focusing in the league. Right now we have to have a meeting with Luca, with the staff, and we'll decide these questions.
So no secrets out just yet. I will try again in a short while. But let me talk about the league as a whole. It seems like you've enjoyed the competition with Tampines. And then we have Albrechts who are fighting for second as well, right? What do you make of the rest of the teams and the level of competition?
I think all can improve. Sailors, of course. But for me, obviously, the league is not like in Europe. But, okay, we won mainly probably the most of matches. But some matches, it wasn't easy. So I think it's a very good competition to prepare ASEAN competition. And I understand the league can improve, yes, but all improve. Spanish league can improve, yes, of course. Premier League can improve, yes, of course. In my opinion, for example, one of the main aspects is the pitches, because the artificial grass or a bad natural grass is not good for development the league, and I think it's the main aspect in my opinion.
I'm sure some administrators are listening. I don't know if the pitch will be better in time. Can I quickly ask you, because you're a coach with so much experience, does the VAR stoppages annoy you as well on the touchline?
Sometimes, I think that the VAR is a very good thing, but sometimes a lot of time to decide the decision. Okay, but it's a help for the referees, and obviously I think that the football is more fair with the VAR.
Coach, I didn't ask you about VAR to be cheeky. I can see Ken smiling in the room. That's not my intention. I'm asking about competition in VAR because that has an effect on how ready your players are to make the step up. Sometimes national team players, because of VAR stops, they don't have minutes in play for the ball. Therefore, they're not ready when they go play international competition. For you, you want your Sailors to be ready to take on ACL2, maybe Shopee Cup as well, right? Is the league good enough to give you that match practice?
Yes, I put the one example is with PSG, for example, in France. Maybe it's similar, okay? Obviously, PSG, like Sailors, some different teams, but are the favorites during the competition. And after that, the PSG, in this case, they prepare for Champions League. So more or less is the same example, in my opinion.
I love this because last week, Yakov Katusha came on this show and he called the Sailors Real Madrid of Singapore. Now you're saying PSG, so plenty of references. Because you brought up PSG, good time for me to talk about Luis Enrique, who you work with. What a coach, in my mind, top three at least in the world.
Yeah.
What were your biggest lessons from him?
A lot of lesson in tactical. For example, in face by face with the players, probably he's the number one. Okay, and tactical obviously is. I agree with you in top three from in the world. So a lot of lesson. I was with him 8 years in different moments. We lived together in Spain national team from 3 years more or 2 years more or less. So a lot of lessons from him.
And coach, can I just ask you this in terms of the men? Tactics, yes, but football is not just tactics, no? It's about man management.
Yeah.
Were there some lessons from Luis?
I think he was combines about one idea. He combines all the thing. I think it's I repeat, he's the number one in this aspect. His energy, his has transmits the message is amazing.
And just because this might be the closest I ever get to Luis Enrique, has he been in touch recently since you became the Sailors coach?
No contact.
Okay, let's talk about the future then with the Sailors. And you mentioned earlier, speaking to Luca and the management staff in terms of players, you got your trusted backroom team now, who you introduced earlier. Can we expect some trusted players to join you in the Sailors?
Probably, I don't know. Obviously, I said before, we want to improve in all areas, in players, in staffing. So, but now is the moment to enjoy the title. And next weeks, we talk about all of these aspects.
So I can speak to you right before the next season starts. Is that confirmation?
Yeah, no problem.
Your predecessor, right? He talked about, Alexander Rankovic used to say the squad size is not big enough. We're not here to talk about Alexander, we're here to talk about Jesus. What's your ideal squad size?
Next season will be different because Singapore national team will play some international tournaments. This summer is a Hyundai Cup, in December, January ASEAN Cup. So during a lot of months, we'll play two matches per week. So it's dangerous because the players, the international players from Singapore, they will be a lot of time with the national team. So maybe we need more players than a normal season. But I said before, we were talking with the club. The idea, I think we are on the way, but we need to decide it in next weeks.
Final few questions, Coach. Because you mentioned the national team, Asian Cup coming up, all the listeners are excited. I'm excited. Have you and Gavin already spoke in terms of, because the Sailors have a lot of national team boys, right? Yeah. Is there open communication between Gavin and you in terms of what he wants from the national team and how you can help prep our boys for the national team?
I think Gavin is a very good coach. Obviously, we were talking last week or 2 weeks because we meet in a shop in Orchard Road. So the relation is fantastic, no problem. But I think he has to take his decision. Okay, obviously, if he wants to advice for me, perfect, no problem. But I think we have different jobs, and the communication is interesting and is good, but it's not a good thing to mix the Sailors and national team.
Thank you for saying that. It's so important. As the head coach, you say that as well. We got carried away. We talked about so many things, but there's still 2 games to play this season. Is being unbeaten a key moment for you?
Yeah, we try. Yesterday I heard this aspect, and we are a sport elite, or we are in elite sport. We have a very good salaries. We are training every day, so we want to win during the trainings. Sometimes the problem during the training is because the players want to win when they are a task or anymore. They are fighting for win. So we try to win these matches, but I don't know.
And Coach, my final question to you, you've sort of told us next season plans are being made, right? But I'm sure you have a vision, you have a dream for this Sailors team. You don't need to speak to me, speak to the listeners. Tell them what that dream for Jesus Casas is.
My dream is obviously to win the most of titles, obviously the Singapore League, the Cup, Community, but mainly to do something important in ASEAN competition. I think it's our target, is it will be amazing for the club, for the country, for the fans, but I will try. This is my dream.
And I understand winning is the dream. My real final question is, does it matter how we win, or is it just about winning? Because with Sailors, with how much investment there is this sort of expectation from the public that you want to be entertained. A bit like what you said about Iraq, right? You want to forget your troubles and enjoy football. Football unites.
Yeah.
Do you think the Sailors have the responsibility to entertain as well?
Yeah. I think not the Sailors, the football, because obviously the most important thing is to win. The people, the most of times forgot all the bad decisions if you win. But I think I learned from different coaches. It's not the just thing. I think that if you, for example, in Singapore, the fans in the stadium is not a very good numbers. So maybe if you increase the entertainment, the model, the goals, maybe you can increase the fans. So it's not the only thing to win. How is important too.
Amen to that, as they say. And in this part of the world, they say, inshallah. We hope that comes through. Jesus Casas, thank you so much for speaking to Sports Minutes. I wish you all the best. And congratulations once again on winning the SPL title.
You're welcome. You try to enjoy this week and focus in the too much.
Money FM 89.3